Ever wondered how engineers test their designs virtually before they even built a prototype? Hi everyone, I'm Seper and welcome to the very first episode of SolidWorks simulation for absolute beginners. If you're comfortable modeling in SolidWorks but feel intimidated by the simulation tab, you're in the right place. For our first study, we're not dividing into complex problems. Instead, we'll focus purely on the fundamentals. We'll tour the simulation interface, learn how to add a new static study, apply a material to our part, add simple fixtures, apply basic load, and finally, run our very first analysis and see the default stress plots. My goal is to make this first step as clear and approachable as possible. So let's dive into it. Double-click anywhere on the graphics area to create a new part file. Next, navigate to the Add-ins menu, check the Simulation box, and wait for the Simulation tab to appear in the Command Manager. A quick tip: to prevent the software from lagging, avoid clicking elsewhere until the tab is fully loaded. For our first example, we'll tackle a classic and simple static problem, calculating the deflection of a cantilever beam. Let's start by modeling the beam. Switch to the Sketch tab. Set the units to IPS. And draw a 1 inch by 0.1 inch rectangle. Go to the Features tab and extrude the sketch to a depth of 10 inches. Now return to the Simulation tab to create a new study. From here, you may rename the study if desired and ensure the type is set to static. All other study types are also available here for future use. Our first step in the study is to apply a material to the part. You can right-click on the Parts folder or use the Apply Material tool. All the material properties are listed here. Once applied, you will see the part's color change and a check mark appears on its icon for confirmation. Because this study is based on a shell theory, we should make it a shell as well. Click Shell Manager and select all faces. Set the thickness to 0.1 inch. If we had multiple parts in contact with each other, we could define connections as well. Now let's apply the fixtures. This is where we define our boundary conditions. We'll fix the geometry of one end face to represent the cantilever support. On the opposite free end, we will apply a force. Select the force tool, choose the end face, set the value to 1 pound force in the appropriate direction. The next step is to create mesh. For this simple example and for faster results, we can use a standard coarse mesh. Finally, we are ready to run the study by right-clicking on the study name and selecting Run. The software will now solve the analysis. Once complete, you can explore the results. The software automatically generates stress, displacement, and strain. You can animate these results, create detailed graphs, or generate a summary report. That's all for this episode. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next part of this series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.